Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about films of the 21st century, 50 Shades of Grey. This film, based on the best-selling novel by E.L. James, quickly became a cultural phenomenon after its release in 2015. Whether you loved it, hated it, or were simply curious, 50 Shades of Grey sparked conversations about love, power, and sexuality. But what's the movie really about? How did it manage to captivate millions? And what does it say about relationships, desire, and control? In this video, we'll break down the movie in great detail. We'll talk about the plot, the characters, the themes, and the cultural impact it had. We'll also take a look at the controversy surrounding the film and its critical reception. So sit back, relax, and let's explore 50 Shades of Grey. Let's start with the basics, the plot. 50 Shades of Grey centers around the relationship between Anastasia Steele, a shy, introverted college graduate, and Christian Grey, a wealthy, enigmatic businessman. The story begins when Anastasia, played by Dakota Johnson, interviews Christian, portrayed by Jamie Dornan, for her friend's school newspaper. From the get-go, we can see the chemistry between the two. Christian is instantly intrigued by Anna, and she's fascinated by him, despite his intense and often mysterious demeanor. As their relationship develops, Christian reveals that he has an interest in BDSM, bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, sadism, and masochism. He introduces Anna to his world of control, power dynamics, and intense sexual experiences, asking her to sign a non-disclosure agreement and enter into a contract that would define the terms of their relationship. At the heart of the plot is Anna's internal struggle. On the one hand, she's drawn to Christian's world, but on the other, she's not sure she can accept the lifestyle he offers. This leads to the central conflict: can a relationship based on control and submission evolve into something deeper? Or will Anna's emotional needs drive them apart? Now that we've got a sense of the plot, let's take a closer look at the two main characters, Anastasia Steele and Christian Grey. Starting with Christian, he's charismatic, successful, and physically irresistible, but he also has a dark side. Christian's history is crucial to understanding his desire for control. Throughout the film, we learn that he was raised in a turbulent environment and was introduced to BDSM at a young age. His need for dominance is both a coping mechanism for his trauma and a reflection of his need for control in a world that he's often felt powerless in. Christian's character is complex. While he may seem controlling and even emotionally distant at times, there are moments in the film where we see his vulnerability. He's deeply conflicted about allowing someone into his world, which is why his interactions with Anna are so charged with tension. Anna, on the other hand, is a character who evolves over the course of the film. She begins as a naive young woman who doesn't know much about relationships, let alone BDSM. She's intelligent, independent, and has a strong moral compass, but she's also incredibly curious about Christian and his world. Anna's character development is central to the story, as she wrestles with the complexities of love, trust, and personal autonomy within a relationship defined by power dynamics. Their dynamic is fascinating because it plays with the balance of power. Christian wants control, while Anna wants independence, but both are drawn to each other in a way that complicates their desires and actions. Their chemistry is undeniable, but the film continually challenges the notion of what makes a healthy relationship. One of the most controversial aspects of 50 Shades of Grey is its exploration of power and control in relationships. At the heart of this film is the theme of dominance and submission, both in the physical and emotional sense. While the BDSM aspect of the story often takes center stage, the film also delves into the idea of control in a broader sense. Christian's need for control over Anna is a reflection of his past traumas and psychological wounds. Anna, in turn, seeks to assert her own autonomy and boundaries, even as she is drawn into Christian's world. The theme of consent is also crucial. Throughout the film, Christian pushes Anna to enter into a contract, and while she initially agrees, the power dynamics of the contract lead to emotional and ethical questions about the true meaning of consent. Some viewers have praised the film for bringing up discussions about the complexity of consent, while others have criticized it for its portrayal of an unhealthy relationship dynamic. Another central theme is the idea of self-discovery. Anna's journey in the film is one of personal growth. She learns about her own desires, boundaries, and emotional needs. For Christian, his relationship with Anna forces him to confront his own past and reevaluate his need for control. The film also explores the concept of love versus possession. Christian often confuses love with ownership, while Anna struggles to define what love means to her. This tension between desire and personal freedom forms the emotional core of the film. Let's talk about the cultural impact of 50 Shades of Grey. Upon its release, the movie quickly became a global phenomenon. But it wasn't without its fair share of controversy. Some hailed the film as a groundbreaking exploration of female sexuality, while others criticized it for promoting unhealthy and abusive relationships. The BDSM community, in particular, raised concerns about the way the film portrayed their lifestyle. Many argued that it inaccurately depicted BDSM practices and blurred the lines between consensual kink and abusive behavior. In addition, the film sparked debates about the nature of romance and consent in popular media. Critics argued that the portrayal of Christians' controlling behavior might romanticize toxic relationship dynamics, especially among young audiences. On the other hand, the film was embraced by many fans who found empowerment in Anna's journey and Christian's eventual emotional growth. Despite the controversy, 50 Shades of Grey had a massive commercial success, grossing over $500 million worldwide. It also ignited discussions about the portrayal of sexuality in mainstream cinema, and its influence can still be seen in films and television shows that deal with power dynamics in relationships. Critically, 50 Shades of Grey received mixed reviews. Many critics took issue with the film's dialogue, pacing, and performances. Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan's portrayals of Anna and Christian were often criticized for being stiff and lacking emotional depth. However, both leads received praise for their chemistry and their ability to embody the complex dynamic of the characters. Despite its critical reception, the film performed incredibly well at the box office, and the franchise went on to include two sequels, 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Freed. Looking back, 50 Shades of Grey has left a lasting legacy. While it may not have been the perfect love story, it certainly changed the landscape of mainstream romance and erotica. It opened doors for conversations about consent, BDSM, and the exploration of power in relationships in ways that were previously not seen in big-budget films. So, what did you think about 50 Shades of Grey? Do you see it as an empowering story of self-discovery, or do you think it's a problematic portrayal of relationships? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the movie, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.